Turn that on. Thank you all for attending this introductory press conference for the new head coaches in basketball here at Dawson Springs. First, sitting up here, I'm with head coach Brooklyn Clark of the girls basketball team, and then later on today, we'll have head coach Michael Worton up here with us. But Coach Clark, give an opening statement really quick about your plans with the team and how things are going.
First off, I want to thank everyone for being here. It's an honor to step into this role and lead this program. I understand the expectations and I embrace them. This team has a foundation of toughness and potential, and our job is to build on that every single day. We're going to be a team that competes, that plays with discipline, and that represents this school and community the right way. Effort, accountability, and trust. Those are going to define us. We may not always be the favorites, but we'll always be prepared and we will always fight. I believe in our players, I believe in our staff, and I believe in what we're building here. This is just the beginning, and I'm excited for what's ahead.
Thank you, Brooklyn. So now we'll open up the floor for questions. If you want to ask a question to Coach Clark, raise your hand and I'll call on you. And if you are with a media program, then just make sure to say your name and that media program. So we'll open up the floor.
YourSportsEdge.com. Brooklyn, your reaction to getting your first head coaching opportunity, your overall thoughts?
It's definitely very special to me. I love basketball. I've grown up around it. I genuinely love the sport, and it's very exciting that I get to bring my knowledge to people that are younger than me. So I was definitely very excited whenever I did get hired.
Here.
Hi, Brooklyn. I'm the Director of Communications for the school district, and I represent Paxton Media. Will you tell those who do not know, what is your basketball coaching experience, please?
So I helped Amanda Scott last year as a middle school assistant. I got to know all the middle schoolers. I really like coaching basketball, so it was a really good experience for me. And then this past, last 6 months, I also was assistant for the high school girls basketball. That was a really good experience as well. I don't have a lot of experience. I know I'm young, but I can use that to my advantage because the players are young as well, so I can make a better relationship with them, kind of get to know from their point of view what their thoughts are, what they're looking at, and that's kind of really it.
Other questions? Cooper?
Cooper Bird, student athlete from Dawson. Where do you see this program in the future?
I definitely want to grow this program. I want to win a regional championship. I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but Dawson Springs is very capable of winning a regional championship in the future. We have a lot of potential here. We just have to work hard for it. So.
Back here again.
And for those who don't know, will you detail your own stellar athlete experience when you were a student athlete?
So I know almost every one of you know, I did transfer schools a whole lot, but I learned from each school something different. So I went through one school of very, very hard, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Oh, conditioning. So I'm going to implement a lot of different things. I just got done talking with the girls about it. I want to do team camps this summer. I want to do things that they're not really used to. I plan to do a Florida trip during the season. Just things that are going to challenge them. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Up front.
Brooklyn, we're getting in close to the end of the school year, which means summer basketball season is about to get started. What's your calendar and what's the schedule for getting things going forward from today?
So I'm still trying to get all that situated. I'm bothering the crap out of Logan Davenport. But I haven't got the exact schedule done yet, but there will be a lot of summer games and a lot of practices. So I'm hoping to get with the girls, and hopefully they'll want to work hard this summer. I do think they do. So I have a lot planned for summer.
Last season, you and Coach Scott had a young team. Are we in that same?
So we have this next year we'll have 3 seniors. We only had 1 senior this past year, Miley. We do have a good group of girls coming up, middle school team. Like I said, I helped Amanda coach last year. I really love them girls. They have a lot of potential. I do believe we have a good program coming up.
Players too, you can ask questions. Back here. Any further?
What's it like coming back to where your high school career started?
So Dawson is a very special place to me. It has always held a special place in my heart. I know I left, but it means everything to me, honestly. Whenever I walk in Dawson's gym, it's like a nostalgia just hits me every time I walk in. I love watching the girls play. I love watching the boys play. Dawson has a different feeling for me, and somebody that came from here. I just, like I said, it's a different feeling of being able to coach somewhere where you used to play.
Any other questions? Well, Coach Clark, thank you so much for sitting down with us. So for now, she will head over here and take a picture with Logan Davenport, and then team, go join her over by that Dawson Springs logo over there, and you're welcome to take media pictures and things like that. We'll start with Coach Worton shortly. All right, I'd like to welcome the new head boys basketball coach, Michael Worton, onto the stage.
Appreciate it. Can we hold the basketball? It's right there. Yeah. So you'll do that after that. Gotcha. Hello.
So, Coach, opening remarks. Glad to have you here.
Appreciate it. Thank you for letting me be here. It's an honor to be here, to be chosen to your next coach, to lead you and to lead you young men. Everyone's been super great so far, super welcoming, super kind, which is nothing less than what I expected. Only problem so far that I've seen is the closest Chick-fil-A is like 30 minutes away. So we're gonna have to find a way to get that a little bit closer. Other than that, I'm super excited to be here.
And now we'll open up the floor for questions for Coach Worton. Anyone, just raise your hand once again and say your name, and if you're with the media association, that as well.
All right, Coach Tom from YourSportsEdge.com.
Yes, sir.
So, how do you end up in Dawson Springs?
How I end up in Dawson Springs? Great question. So I'm a man of faith. So I trust and believe in God and just prayed that He would just open the right door, and everything that was opening led us this way. When my family and I decided to make this move from Texas to Kentucky, Kentucky was always a place that we knew that we wanted to end up. So we explored other states. I'm originally from Indiana, so we explored a little bit around there. Tennessee, we looked at Tennessee as well. We explored some options there. But all the doors kept opening this way. And so when God opens up the door, you just gotta walk through it. The main reason was it's really expensive to live in Texas on a coach's salary, and so we want a place that we can raise our family. I have a son over there who's 13, and I have a 7-year-old and a 6-year-old as well, and we just want a place that we can raise. They can be a part of a community. I was telling the guys earlier, I'm coming from a school that has almost 4,000 students in it, and you miss a day and it's almost like no one notices, right? And the APs notice because they send you reminders about, hey, you weren't in class today. But other than that, no one notices. And so you kind of get lost, and we just wanted to be in a place that had community, that we could raise our boys in that atmosphere. And we're kind of small town people at heart. So that's kind of how we ended up here.
Back here.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, ma'am, you too.
I'm Director of Communications for the school district, and I write for the county's 2 newspapers. Can you tell us, I've researched it a little bit, but can you tell us the difference between the school that you coached at and Dawson Springs, just giving your first impressions and meeting the team?
Gotcha. So almost 4,000 students at the school that I come from, which is a lot. I was telling my son, basketball-wise, though, if you take the top 1, 2, or 3 players from the school that I went to, and the school that I came from is Klein Oak High School, where we were the number 9 ranked team in the state of Texas, 6A basketball-wise. We were 30-4. We made Sports Center. We had some accolades to go with that as well. But our first, second, and third player is incredibly comparable to our first, second, and third player in any program in Kentucky as well. The difference is the depth. Our 9th, 10th, 11th player at Klein Oak High School could play and could start for most programs in Kentucky. So the depth is pretty different as far as like the basketball concerned. People-wise, it's been great. Everyone's been super friendly, super welcoming, felt incredibly loved. Again, when you come from a big school like that, it's easy to be missed. So that's been a big difference so far.
So, how do your teams play?
Hard. You can ask the guys. I showed them about 20 minutes of film of just one quick game from earlier this season from us. On offense, we execute. We have plays. We don't play iso ball. It is my job to give our guys advantages, and so that's what I do. I look for advantages. On defense, it's energy, heart, effort. It's will over skill. Hard work beats skill any day. And so I showed the guys film today, and my guys, when I play, we don't stop trapping. We don't stop moving. We pick up full court. We fly around the court. We're in passing lanes. We're in deflections. The ball is on the floor. We are diving on that ball. We take charges. It is going to be a different product than what you've seen so far in Dawson Springs.
Can you tell us how meeting the team went? How did that go?
From my perspective, I think it went well. Some scared eyes for sure, but that's okay. There's a lot of questions. You come from Texas to Kentucky from a school that's 4,000 people to a school that's 300. It's, why are you doing this? Like, people don't leave Texas to go to Kentucky. That just doesn't happen. And so there was a lot of questions like that. I feel like it went well. I feel like I answered them. Knowing names, getting accustomed to who they are. Coach Davenport gave me access to film this week, so I'm up to about 12 games so far, 10 games or so. So I feel like I know a lot of the guys. Number 44, I asked him if he could come back one more time, one more year, just give me a little reclass real quick, see if we could throw that paperwork in, but he's off to better things as well. So I think it went well. I'm excited to work with him.
One of the questions I asked Coach Clark, You're coming in now, we're toward the end of April. What is your calendar as we get ready towards summer basketball?
We talked about that as well. Weight room is really important. Being in the gym is really important. Learning how to play my way, my system it can be difficult, right? It takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort, and you gotta work up to that. Toughness is a big deal. Anybody can't go out there and do it, but anyone can because it's hard. And so we got to get in the gym. I know up here, you guys do a lot of summer leagues where you play other schools locally and things like that. I don't really want to show my stuff. I don't want guys to know what we're doing locally. So I told them that we were probably do some 17U tournaments to get accustomed to it, learn how to play each other. One of the underrated skills in basketball and one of the underrated attributes that you can have as a team is chemistry. So we gotta figure out who we are as a team and identity, and we gotta learn how to play together. We gotta love each other. It's a brotherhood. That's something that I feel like we did really good at the program I'm coming from. We've had a lot of adversity over there. One of our players passed away this weekend, and we're a tight-knit group down there. And if we weren't tight-knit, if we didn't have strength and unity, things could be much more difficult right now for us than it is. But because we're tight-knit and we build a community and we build a brotherhood, we're learning how to navigate through those waters. So that's goal number one.
When are you planning on being here permanent?
First week of June. So my contract in the school that I'm in ends May 31st. So June 1st, I'm on the way up here. We're trying to buy a house locally. If not, then we rent until we buy a house. But that first week of June is when I plan on being here. So June 2nd is when the gym opens.
I don't know how Texas basketball is set up, but you're coming into a region here where you have faced one of the smallest schools in the state, and this region is now also going to have one of the largest schools in the state. What challenges and, if any, does that pose?
So I was telling the guys earlier that right now when people watch film on Dawson Springs, there's not a lot of scouting that goes into that, right? Right now when we watch film on Central and Hopkins and all those schools, like we have to figure out how to stop X, Y, Z, that action, we have to defend this action. Our goal is to make it to where eventually people have to deal with us. People have to deal with our traps. People have to deal with our pressure. People have to deal with our energy. People have to deal with our effort. Then on offense, you're gonna have to find a way to stop our sets. We're gonna action you to death. And so you better communicate on defense. You better have good chemistry on defense, or you're just gonna get picked apart. And so eventually, big school, small school, it don't matter to us. Like we're not afraid of that. But we're trying to eventually get to where teams deal with us, that we become a problem.
Any more questions? Well, we'd like to thank Coach Worton for coming today. Make sure we get a picture with Logan over here, and then he'll be open for free pictures over by the Dawson Springs logo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, I could only find a youth large, so.
Forgive me.
And Coach, if you'd like a basketball with the Dawson Springs logo on it, it's right there on the steps. And yeah, team, you're good to join him over there too after a few picks. For everyone else, thank you guys so much for attending today. All these basketball games that we're going to be having next year, make sure to tune into the Tradewater Sports Network on YouTube, and also at 5:30 tonight, Livingston Central Baseball. So thank you guys so much for attending, and we'll see you guys when the season starts.